Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you try, money still keeps slipping away from you? Like there's some invisible force holding you back. You earn and then it's gone. Opportunities show up, then disappear. Even when you've switched to a new job, moved to a different environment, cut back on spending, and taken finance or investing classes, it still doesn't get better. It's as if you're out of sync with the frequency of abundance, and the flow of money keeps missing your life entirely. Jim Rohn, one of the greatest business philosophers in America, once said, "To change your financial destiny, you must first change yourself." So what is it really that's keeping us from tapping into that abundant flow of wealth? What's the deeper block that's standing in the way of everything we've been working so hard to create? In this video, we're going to uncover 5 clear signs that bad karma might be silently sabotaging your financial life. And more importantly, I'm going to show you how to shift that energy so you can finally unlock the flow of prosperity and step into the full, abundant life you were meant for. Sign 1. Selfishness. Living only for yourself. The first sign, and perhaps the deepest root of financial bad karma that most people overlook, is this: selfishness. Living only for yourself, holding tightly to what you have, and thinking in terms of mine, not enough, and protect what's mine. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why do I feel the need to cling to everything so tightly? Do you often hesitate to help others, even in small ways, unless there's a clear benefit for you? Are you more focused on how much you can get, rather than how much you can give? You see, money isn't just numbers in a bank account, it's energy. And according to the law of cause and effect, when you plant seeds of selfishness, you harvest scarcity. When you hold on too tightly and resist giving, you're unknowingly blocking the natural flow of abundance. It can't circulate. It can't return to you in unexpected ways. Modern science is finally catching up to what ancient wisdom has taught for centuries. A study from Harvard University, published in the journal Psychological Science, found that people who spend money on others experience significantly higher levels of happiness than those who spend money only on themselves. And this isn't just a feeling, it's chemistry. When you give, your brain releases dopamine, the happiness hormone, and oxytocin, the hormone that builds connection and reinforces generous behavior. So think about your everyday life. Are you holding back out of fear? Are you reluctant to share your knowledge, your experience, or even small resources because you're afraid someone might take your opportunity? Do you live in a mindset of how can I get more instead of how can I give more? That way of thinking, my friend, is a form of karmic energy that's holding you back from true abundance. As Zig Ziglar, one of America's most legendary motivational speakers, once said, "You can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want." Generosity carries a high energetic frequency, and that frequency is perfectly aligned with prosperity. To break this cycle and begin transforming your financial karma, start by practicing generosity and nurturing a mindset of value giving. Don't see giving as a loss. Think of it as planting seeds of abundant energy into the universe. These seeds may not sprout overnight, but at the right time, they will bloom and return to you far more than what you sowed. So what can you do right now? Spend just 5 minutes a day finding one small way to help or add value to someone else without expecting anything in return. It could be offering a sincere piece of advice to a colleague who's struggling, sharing a useful insight with a friend, or simply taking time to truly listen to a loved one who needs to be heard. Even donating a small amount to a trustworthy charity is a powerful way to plant seeds of value. Remember, when you shift from a mindset of holding back to a mindset of giving, you're not just enriching others, you're expanding your own capacity to receive abundance. Generosity is the key that unlocks the flow of money in your life. Sign 2. Lack of transparency and dishonesty in financial dealings. Let's move to the second sign, one that plays a huge role in shaping your financial flow: the lack of transparency or honesty in your money decisions. Do you often bend the rules, fudge a few numbers on your tax forms, or make gray area transactions you hope no one ever asked about? Have you ever borrowed money and conveniently forgotten your promise to pay it back? Whether it was a friend, a family member, or even a financial institution? When you plant seeds of deception, you harvest loss. Any form of dishonesty, avoidance, or lack of accountability creates a gap in your energy field, a break in the natural flow of abundance. Money struggles to stay where there's no integrity holding it in place. It slips through the cracks. From a scientific and business perspective, trust is one of the most valuable currencies we have. Warren Buffett once said, "It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it." If you think about that, you'll do things differently. Studies published in the Harvard Business Review have shown that a lack of financial transparency creates a domino effect, eroding trust from investors, customers, and employees, and leading to long-term financial damage. History has proven this again and again, from the collapse of giants like Enron to Lehman Brothers, where lack of integrity destroyed billions in value and public trust. The energy of deception creates a chaotic field, a subtle, invisible instability. That frequency repels the energy of clarity, stability, and lasting wealth. Money, like everything else, needs a safe, honest environment to grow and stay. So how do you begin transforming this kind of karmic pattern? You commit to radical integrity in every transaction, no matter how small. You build the habit of being transparent, honest, and keeping your word. Pay your bills on time. Repay what you owe. And if you hit a problem, communicate clearly. Don't go silent and don't run from it. What can you do today? Start by listing 3 small financial actions you can take right now to strengthen your integrity. Maybe it's returning extra change to a cashier. Maybe it's messaging that friend you still owe $20 and setting a clear plan to pay it back. Remember this, integrity is the foundation of sustainable prosperity. When you plant seeds of honesty, you grow trust, and that trust becomes a magnet for bigger, better, and more lasting financial opportunities. Sign 3, resentment or envy toward the wealthy. Now let's look at one of the most overlooked yet deeply damaging signs of financial bad karma: resentment, envy, or criticism toward wealthy people. Do you often feel annoyed, maybe even angry when you see someone thriving financially? When you read news about billionaires, is your first reaction admiration or judgment? Do you instantly assume they're greedy or undeserving without ever asking how they got there? Here's the truth. When you plant seeds of resentment toward wealth, you harvest scarcity in your own life. It's a fixed law of the universe. If you hate or criticize those who have what you want, you're sending a loud, clear message to the universe that you don't truly want it, no matter what your conscious mind says. You're energetically slamming the very door of abundance you claim to be reaching for. The Bible says in Proverbs 23:7, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." If your heart holds envy toward wealth, you're shaping your identity as someone who cannot be wealthy. Science backs this up through the lens of behavioral psychology and the law of attraction. A study from the University of California, Berkeley, found that envy often leads to feelings of helplessness and inferiority, and it even lights up the same parts of the brain associated with physical pain. Our brains don't clearly distinguish between desire and resentment when it comes to energy and intention. If you constantly repeat thoughts like rich people are greedy or money is the root of all evil, you're programming your mind with limiting beliefs, whether you realize it or not. And when those beliefs settle in, they cause you to unconsciously avoid the actions, the people, and the opportunities that could actually lead you to wealth, because those things feel out of alignment with the story you've been telling yourself. The energy of envy is rooted in lack and comparison. It doesn't align with the frequency of abundance, expansion, and growth. When you resent wealthy people, you're creating an energetic resistance to the very thing you say you want. It's like trying to attract money with a magnet that's flipped the wrong way. It only pushes it farther from you. To shift this karmic pattern, start by appreciating and learning from people who are financially successful. Replace the thought, "I hate them," with, "I admire the way they create value and I want to learn from that." Seek out stories of wealthy individuals who've made a positive impact. People who've used their resources to uplift others and serve the world. Instead of criticizing, look for the lessons, the strategies, and the mindset that help them succeed. What action can you take today? Watch a documentary or read a book about a billionaire you've judged in the past. Someone like John D. Rockefeller, who built a powerful oil empire and later became one of the greatest philanthropists in American history. Challenge yourself to find at least 3 things you can learn from their journey and way of thinking. Remember, when you send out the energy of admiration and curiosity, you open a doorway for wealth to find you. Admiring the prosperity of others is the first step in allowing it into your own life. Sign 4. Anger and arrogance. Now we move into a lesser-known but incredibly destructive form of financial bad karma: anger, irritability, and arrogance. Do you often find yourself snapping at loved ones, co-workers, or even people who serve you, all over something small? When faced with financial stress or failure, is your first instinct to explode and blame everything around you instead of staying calm and seeking a solution? Here's the thing: when you plant seeds of anger, you harvest withered blessings. This is a deep truth echoed in ancient teachings. You could be planting hundreds, even thousands of seeds of prosperity and good fortune, but if you constantly react with anger, irritation, or harshness, it's like pouring gasoline on a blooming orange tree. The tree may not burn down completely, but the toxic environment will stop the fruit from ripening. Your blessings slowly wither away. As Proverbs 15:1 in the Old Testament says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." Science backs this up with clarity. Research from Harvard University shows that when we're angry, blood flow in the brain shifts away from the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for logic and decision-making, and floods the parts tied to fight or flight responses. That shift weakens your ability to make wise financial decisions. It leads to costly mistakes and missed opportunities. It damages relationships. And as you already know, relationships are the gateway to wealth in every area of life. The energy of anger carries a low, chaotic frequency. It repels cooperation, luck, and opportunity. It burns away the prosperity seeds you've planted and keeps you stuck in a cycle of scarcity. And what about arrogance? Do you believe you're always right, that you don't need to learn from anyone, or that other people's opinions don't matter? Have you ever missed out on investment or partnership opportunities simply because you were too proud to listen to sincere advice? Arrogance, too, is a fire that burns through blessings. As Benjamin Franklin, one of America's founding fathers, once warned, "Pride dines with ignorance." To shift this pattern, you must learn to manage your emotions and grow in humility. Practice meditation to recognize and soften anger the moment it arises. Use deep breathing when tension builds. Train yourself to truly listen and be willing to learn from anyone in any situation, even from those you think are beneath you. The truth is, everyone has value, and every person carries a lesson you can learn. So what action can you take right now? The next time you feel anger rising, pause for just 5 seconds. Take 3 deep, intentional breaths before you react. Then write down what triggered you and challenge yourself to see it from a calmer, more objective point of view. Remember, calmness and humility are the nutrients your prosperity seeds need to thrive. When you gain control over your emotions and open your heart to receive, you create an energy field that invites money and good fortune to grow freely in your life. Sign 5. Ingratitude and lack of appreciation for money and resources. And finally, perhaps the most powerful and weighty form of financial bad karma is ingratitude. The failure to truly appreciate money and all the resources that helped you earn it. Do you often complain about how little you have, your job, or the struggles in your life, while forgetting to recognize what you've already been given? Do you treat the support from your parents, friends, or loved ones as if it's something they owe you, instead of something to be deeply thankful for? Do you take nature's gifts, clean air, fresh water, or unexpected opportunities, for granted? When you plant seeds of ingratitude, you harvest loss. If you're not thankful for the money you have or the effort others made to help you earn it, whether that's parents who raised you, friends who supported you, or mentors who opened doors, you're sending out a message that what you have isn't valuable. That energy makes it harder for good things, new opportunities, and lasting wealth to find you, because you're not acting like a grateful vessel ready to receive. From a scientific perspective, gratitude is a powerful emotional state with profound effects on both mental and physical well-being. A study from the University of Pennsylvania, published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology, found that practicing gratitude boosts self-control and patience, two key traits for effective financial management. Other studies show that regular gratitude improves mood, lowers stress, builds resilience, and even enhances sleep quality. Gratitude shifts your brain toward the positive, expands your vision for what's possible, and turns you into a magnet for more good things to enter your life. The energy of gratitude carries the highest vibrational frequency of all positive emotions. It's the most powerful magnet for attracting money, love, and everything you truly desire. On the flip side, the energy of complaining and ingratitude operates at a low frequency, creating an invisible wall that cuts you off from the flow of abundance. Tony Robbins, one of America's greatest teachers of personal growth and financial success, often says, "Gratitude is the key that unlocks abundance in life." He encourages people to start each day by listing what they're grateful for. Even the Bible teaches this in Philippians 4:6-7. "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." To transform this karmic pattern, practice deep gratitude. Every day, every hour. Keep a gratitude journal. Say thank you for your money, even if it's just spare change. Thank your parents, your friends, your co-workers, your job, nature, and the universe for everything you've been given. Don't forget to return the favor. Even if it's just a kind thought, a sincere thank you, or a small gesture of appreciation towards someone who helped you. So how can you begin right now? Each night before bed, spend 5 minutes reflecting on at least 3 specific things you're grateful for. Things related to money or the resources that helped you earn it today. Let that gratitude sink deep into your heart. Remember this. Gratitude is a powerful spiritual force. When you live in gratitude, you're not just dissolving old karmic blocks, you're opening the door to infinite opportunities and resources that can lead you to the wealth you dream of. Gratitude is the golden key to lasting, fulfilled prosperity. You see, the journey to transforming financial karma takes patience and deep self-awareness. Every small step you take to shift your mindset and actions, from becoming more generous, more honest, letting go of envy, managing your anger, and living in gratitude, plants powerful seeds of prosperity for your future. Remember, money isn't just numbers, it's energy. It's a mirror of what you give, what you believe, and how you honor your life. When you realign your inner energy, your outer world begins to change, bringing you opportunities and abundance in ways you never expected. If this video spoke to you and you want to dive deeper into the spiritual power of attracting wealth, hit that like button. Share this message with someone you know who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the powerful content that's coming your way. Thank you for listening, and may you walk your financial path with clarity, purpose, and true abundance.